Hello YouTube, welcome back to The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus with me, Flik, and my Twitch audience. I did the old-fashioned intro in full. Also, this episode is dedicated to Rydog, who just resubbed on Twitch, but thank you for your support on Patreon last month as well. Ooh, good starting item, good HP, above average damage, and above average tier rate. 2 QTH, 3 RRP is the seed. So we've got the map and the scissors, or the pinking shears, whatever they are. And we know where we're going. This map is shaped like the villain from... oh, what was that old cartoon? Was it just called Raccoons? Oh, it was the one with the raccoons and they lived in a forest and then the pink guy was the villain. It had an awesome theme tune. Most of you will be too young to remember it. I'm sure we've talked about it before. I think E-Rock 331 recently did a heavy metal version of their intro. Or maybe it was... what's that, the other guy, Falcor? Cyril Sneer, yeah, that was his name. What was the name of the cartoon? I know these are obviously the wrong ways, I'm doing them for supplies. Oh, and thank you Aeon K Hawk, I'll read that in a second. It was called The Raccoons, okay. A great cartoon with less than subtle environmentalism message. Thank you for 37 months, Aeon. Hello, have a wonderful day. Thank you. Well, it's an evening for me, but I hope it's wonderful. If anyone's day is just getting started, I hope your day goes well as well. Hello, Crispy. You'll be old enough to remember the Raccoons cartoon show, right? I mean, it came from America, so... I'm waiting for confirmation. Less than good first item, but that's okay. Nobody's forcing you to grind things in Final Fantasy 13. Wait, 13? 12? Whichever. 12. Don Thornbury, you're doing that to yourself. Hello, Seeker. It was a little before you, so you don't know it either. Oh, also, it's a double floor and I didn't realise. That puts a spin on things. Because now that it's important that I need Spirit Heart, we're probably going to get hit or not find one. That is tiny for... well, actually, I should have noticed because it's big for a standard floor, but small for a double because it's a basement. Well, cellar, but... you know. I will take a chance on this. Okay, that's a good result. Have we passed the shop? No, the shop will be below us. Meant to shoot that down one square to see if the secret room was there. But anyway, the main thing I wanted to talk about today, which we'll get into once I just very quickly kind of recap what I was doing on my day off, I guess. We desperately need this. Was I made some more decisions about my main YouTube channel, based roughly on like how I'm taking to handling the second one. Which is still going well, halfway towards the required minimum subscriptions to apply for monetization, which didn't take as long as I thought it would, so that's good. But I've been sitting thinking for a while, like, is there anything to do to save the YouTube side of things? And I was just trying to think of like what's a new type of series I could do or whatever, and couldn't think of anything. But then I started like, I wouldn't call it thinking outside the box, but maybe like changing the approach to thinking about what to do. And maybe came up with a good idea, maybe not. So when we get down to the next floor, I'll start talking about that. But as far as my day off, after I went shopping, the weather was crappy, so I did some painting while watching Adam West Batman again. I'm halfway through season 2 of 3 seasons. And honestly, I don't remember doing anything else beyond that. Rib of Greed feels greedy. Didn't realise I had matchstick. I don't remember what Rib of Greed does. Ooh. Just get rid of that. Chat, what does Rib of Greed do? May as well just tell me. I'll probably forget again anyway. The trinket. I'm gonna guess like maybe shops are open or something. So I don't need keys. Because it's a keeper unlock related item, I believe. Prevents greed and super greed from appearing in shops and secret rooms. And more coin drops when clearing, at the expense of heart drops. I'll give it a go. I will give it a go. Sure, why not? Give it a try. Hello, Ty. His PP fell off. And then they laugh. So yeah, I don't have any other stories from my day off. So, I'll take you through my plan, my thought process. I have some notes here to remind myself in case there's additional questions or I forget to mention anything. It's not massive changes, so nobody panic. It's subtle changes that I feel like might make a bit of a difference. And my thinking started with... Hello, Shady. My thinking started with the simple statement that not everything I do is worth keeping for posterity. And that's not self-deprecating, it's just literal fact. So I kind of looked at that and I was thinking, I've been uploading at least 2 videos a day every day to YouTube for... I started just before I went full time, I think. So that's at least 4 years, maybe 5 now. And that's a long time, and I don't like change, so I was setting my ways for like how many videos I publish a day, what times I publish them. When really, like, doing the second channel where I'm much more sparse with my uploads and they're more spread out, and sometimes they're every second day, sometimes they're every third day. If I don't have videos, it might be longer than that. It made me realise I don't need to stick to that schedule just because it's what I've done till now. Thank you, Luke, for 18 months with Twitch Prime. We need a second Twitch baby name, and our second Twitch baby name will be... I'm looking for inspiration. It'll be... Mip. It's map with an I. Mip. Also Curse of the... Bleh. So anyway, with that in mind, I was thinking... I can be more picky and choosy because not everything we do on Twitch needs to go over to YouTube, because as many people have said, there's not a lot of time in the day to watch like the average of like 3 hours or longer that I put over to YouTube per day. Especially if you've watched some or all of it on Twitch, you're more likely to just watch the VOD after the fact. Because although viewership in terms of when I'm live has dropped a lot on Twitch, there's a lot of people who watch 1 while not signed in and 2 after the fact, because Twitch has started doing their own kind of like summaries that they send to you. And my views per stream is still just under 300, which makes sense because that's roughly how many subscribers I have, so the numbers add up, let's put it that way. And if I miss a live stream that I want to catch, I'll watch the VOD on Twitch too. Can't get that. So not everything needs to come across from YouTube or to YouTube just because I want to try and maintain a steady stream of 2 videos a day. That isn't needed. So with that, I was starting to look at like what should go over, what doesn't need to, and slight changes to what does come over. And I've prepared a descriptive list that I'll go to in a second. But thank you, Uber, before I get on blathering about that, for 16 months with a tier 1 subscription. I'm back with another sub for my lunch break. Well, have I got something for you to digest? Not 300 concurrent viewers, which was the stipulation, Don Donbury. I also forgot to use the shears, but whatever. We didn't need them for that, boss. You can only watch VODs due to work. There's a lot of people who can't watch live just because of time zone clash, and obviously that's not anything I can fix. But let me get my list here as we go down to the next floor. Here it is. So I'll start with 2 examples of things that are changing. Every Saturday we play Monster Hunter in the second part of the stream. We just play it for the sake, and although they are the closest thing I do to a podcast, they're obviously not super watchable, both because of the game and just people aren't that interested in hearing us talk about miscellaneous gaming news. So although we are still going to be playing Monster Hunter, the VODs are not going to be coming across to YouTube anymore. But keep in mind, because I'm a partner on Twitch, VODs stay on Twitch for at least 2 months, I believe. And highlights stay forever. But the exception is, once Frostborn, Iceborn, whatever it's called. I'll never commit that to memory. Once that's out, the videos will start coming across to YouTube because they can be episodic, they're new content, but then once we resort to just playing it for the sake of playing it again, it'll stop coming over. So basically when there's something worth saying or slash showing, they'll be ported over because that's worth keeping. If we're just playing it for the sake of playing it, they'll just stay on the stream site, and it'll free up space. Hello Blaster Blastoise and Boss Town Dynamics. Another good example of that would be Risk of Rain 2. Not going to bother putting VODs of that over unless we're covering new content. Deep Rock Galactic, same thing. Because these are all things that I was basically putting across just because I wanted to meet my minimum of 2 videos a day. Pointlessly, some might say. So that's the 3 kind of major changes. Things like Dead Rising, they're not around forever, it's just we'll play them until it's finished, and I already kind of started changing how we approached Dead Rising because I was back to trying to be specifically, like my ideal video length is 40 minutes. I know that's not for everybody, but my ideal personal length of video, if I see a video I want to watch and it's 40 minutes, I'm like hell yeah. That's a good length of video. It's not too long, it's not too short, and I can like paint and whatever, or play games and not have to immediately go find a new video super short time after starting to watch it. So 40 minutes is my ideal. Isaac kind of runs that length. Well, I play Isaac a bit slower, so it's like 50 minutes, but it's as close as I can get when playing Isaac outside of Trainwreck runs. So I'm kind of going back to trying very hard to aim for 40 minutes, no longer than an hour ideally. There will be exceptions, which I'm going to go into. EDF 5 on PC until we get through that, because again that's short term, it's not going to be around forever. And I think Total Warhammer is a game that lends itself to long ass VODs, but my compromise for that is on a day where I port over a Total Warhammer VOD, that'll be the only video live that day. And you're going to start seeing that change come the 12th? No, maybe, no, earlier than that. Like the 14th or something, I think. You've decided to do some self-cannibalism? Excuse me? We don't need that. Self-cannibalism means like eating your nails, right? That's gross. Or eating your bogies, as we call them. If you're 5 years old, look at the tiny man. We didn't get a... Oh no, we did. I just didn't go in. I'm going to go back to the shop real quick. Oh, you bit some of your lip. I see. So, what else? For the King, I'm going to try and be a bit more of a stickler about those being an hour-long episodes, because I feel like that's just about the right sweet spot for that. EDF covered, Monster Hunter. Streets of Rogue is a weird one, because I'm really enjoying Streets of Rogue at the moment, and I might start doing local recorded episodes again as well. They vary wildly in length, depending on whether or not Twitch integration is on, and if the run is good or the run is bad. Like some runs are 30 minutes, some runs are an hour and 20, so it's kind of all over the place at the minute. But it does kind of fall into my ideal... Oh, got conjoined. It's been a while. My ideal kind of roguelike is it takes around an hour to finish. I think we're just gonna go. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I kind of started doing it with that as well, where episodes are about 40 minutes, give or take, and that's, again, not going to be around forever. Did I miss out any series? Let's see. Try here first. It's a whole lot of nothing. I think I covered everything we've been playing on the regular. You're still pissed off at Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Yeah, the game does not stay consistently good. Unfortunately. But we're far enough through that I'd like to push on, but if it starts getting impossible, then, you know, nuts to it. But we'll see. I think cooperative is a bit easier because you can constantly chain your attacks together. You were having fun until, yeah, okay, yeah. That's also where I started to change as well, my opinion of it. It's like, this fight kinda sucks. But like I mentioned to you in Discord, I think they want you to be doing out of campaign mode grinding, which not really what I'm after for in the game. Oh, don't need to go that way. So did about cover it? Basically, just like it is just kind of subtle changes, but that also means, you know, if we're in a dearth of games, I'm not gonna just upload stuff from Twitch just for the sake of it. If it's a really bad dearth, the only thing I might be uploading is an Isaac episode a week, but I feel like that's better than just putting over trash, because I need to start being able to try and attract new viewership. And new viewers are going to get put off by every one of my videos being at least an hour and a half long. And that's fair enough, I understand. Ow, why did I just walk into that? So that's my thinking. Stream side not going to change. We're still going to play Deep Rock, we're still going to play Risk of Rain now and then. I don't think I want him. How many keys do we need? We only need one more. 2 more if we go to the shop. Alright, you know what? Fine. We might get the rare super bum spawn or whatever it's called. You played Injustice 2 with your 7-year-old and he beat you once. Did you let him though? Yeah, Key Bum is... He's not quite as bad as Bum Friend. He's slower. He's a little weird, but, you know. See, if that was Bum Friend, he would have nicked that by now, because it took me so long to get to it. So does anybody have any thoughts or feelings on those changes to YouTube? Again, the Twitch side is not going to be changed at all, really. Other than me hoping that you help me be a bit more of a stickler about local recordings being exact. But I have some help with that, because I picked up a silent stopwatch to... I know I could just use my phone, but it's a hassle. So I actually got like a learning resources silent stopwatch. It was actually harder than I thought it would be to find a cheap silent stopwatch. Can't afford... There's only one shop left. Seems reasonable. And my thinking for that is if I decide to bring back Let's Look At, I can just I can make them be uploaded at a more relevant time. And if anything ever did take off, like Overwatch or like the old anime games I used to cover, if there's not as much in the schedule, I can go heavy on them and not have it impact as much. Have I considered doing more highlight videos where I just take the VODs from one game and watch them together? Not really, no, that's not my style of content. I'm not a fan of watching that particular style either. I mean, I downloaded a bunch of highlights off Twitch that I meant to put into like a here's what you're missing on stream if you don't come to stream type thing, like a short preview of the stream, or an ad for the stream I guess you could say, but I never got around to it. But those types of YouTube videos aren't for me. HP is in a bad place, but other than that the run is going fine. Ugh. Please. Where did the shears go? Oh, it's hitting him. Okay. Oh, that's more... He stole my key. Thank you, Lupo, for 20 months with a tier 1 sub. Speaking of Overwatch, it was Flik's All Mercy video that led me to find him. Were you looking for things to jack off to? You can be honest with us here. You understand it not being my thing, but it's what you enjoy? I mean, well, yeah, if you enjoy it, that's fine. I am a boring old man who wants to attract the viewership of other boring old men. Alright, I can only fly if I'm using the shears. Yeah, we have the key to spare. It came up as a suggested video. Yeah, when you typed in Overwatch porn compilation. Or Overwatch ASMR. ASMR wasn't a thing back then, actually. Well, I mean it was, but it wasn't a meme. 2. Not worth. Definitely not worth. There's been an increase in copyright claims hitting YouTubers for their music or jingles. Who did their music and jingles? Any music I use, like in the second YouTube channel, is from YouTube's library. Like, has a composer decided that YouTubers can't use their work anymore or something? No, boss is bottom right for sure. Oh right, yeah, I spent all my keys recklessly and I'm having trouble getting more of them because a little bugger is stealing them. You can check why a VOD was muted on Twitch by going to the claim and seeing. If you go to the highlighter, I think that's where it is that you can check. So the final shop is probably next to the boss as well. Might not be, but it has a high chance of being there. I'm waiting for a follow-up on those jingles, because I hadn't heard about that. Because if it was their own jingles, then I don't see how that would be possible. If they made them, I mean, or paid for them. That's good to have. Shop, yeah. Be nice to have a key. Always late. Taking key beggar was a mistake. Why on earth did I do that? I'm just thinking, oh, because I wanted super bomb. What are the chances of that happening? Key? Oh, yoink. I should go into the final shop. I did not mean to lay that bomb, my finger slipped. Steam sale again. Sack of sacks would have been interesting. Or was that Greed's Gullet the one time where I said sack of sacks? Secret room? Okay. Of course, we knew that Greed or Super Greed couldn't be there because of the rib of Greed. I didn't call him Key Bagger, I called him Key Beggar, I just have an accent. Or maybe you're just hard of hearing. As I said, my audience is 100% old person. Or old at heart. That's the other group that you might fall into. Thought I could have taken her out before that happened. Come on, Abaddon. Deathless is going to get me hit, but whatever. We'll give it a go. You're not old, you're well seasoned. What's other backhanded compliments for being old? Experienced, that's one. Dignified, that's another one. Ooh, that's tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna guess bomb right. Oh, also got Death's List confused with the commandments to make the little horsemen appear. So ignore me, never mind. Death's List will probably just be mostly indifferent. Yoink. Well preserved, yep. Well travelled, not dead yet. 1 foot in the grave. Which was a good TV show from the 90s. Victor Meldrew. I don't remember the name of the actor who played him, I just remembered that his character was called Victor Meldrew. I don't know if Wise falls into the backhanded compliment territory. I'd say that's probably just a compliment. Worldly? That's borderline. You're looking very worldly. Yeah, okay, actually, never mind. Yeah, that is backhanded. Where someone says, you're looking very wise, and they're presuming it's not sarcasm. Nah. No, we didn't get any other keys, so we'll have to move on. I wouldn't mind getting to a ripe old age and being cold, well preserved, though. Unless that's because my skin's turned green and I look like a pickle jar. Which would be less good. We'll see, though. Hopefully. I think we've expended the entirety of the backhanded compliments. Oh, I recorded the first Batman Miniature Game Battle Report. I've recorded for like 2 weeks because of waiting for paints to arrive and whatnot. First showing of the Teen Titans, it was very interesting. Blah. No, not Pickle Flik.
Range down.
Yeah. What I really wanted was a bad one. You see? Ooh, how badly do I want Kane's Eye Tears or whatever the hell they're called? Because I don't really want Guppy's head because the shears are so good. When will it be up? Well, I'll be editing it tomorrow, which is also when a 40k battle report goes live, so 5 days after that. I'm going to walk away, not today, Disco Lady, because I feel like we're going to get hit a lot. We're not super strong. Even with those tears, I don't think we'd be super strong, but I don't fully remember what they do. If my skin turns green, wouldn't that mean I've been blessed by Papa Nurgle? Yes, yes it will. More to the point, chat, after we take a little sampler look at... That's going to be top left for sure. A sampler look at Age of Wonders Planetfall, what do you want me to be doing after that? Because I don't think that's enough time to fit in a Total War session, personally. We could do some EDF, I suppose. Oh god, see what I mean? We already would have been, what, 2.5 hits away from death? If I'd gotten rid of all my red hearts. Although that said, I would have had some invulnerability frames. YouTuber you like woke up yesterday, or today rather, to a number of emails from YouTube stating copyright claims from somebody against his outro jingle from his older videos. I mean, I still need more information, like what was his outro jingle? Was it made by him? Did he contract it from somebody? Did somebody claim it wrongly? There's more information needed. If someone else is falsely claiming that something he owns is theirs, he'll be able to fight and win against it. Because if he contests, they would have to provide proof or take him to court, and if they're doing it illegitimately, they won't be able to provide proof. Risk of Rain 2. Does Valinor have a preference that doesn't rhyme with Smoto Smormhammer? Also, I tried the Frost Trolls in Total Warhammer 2. I don't really like the playstyle because it relies too heavily on raiding, but every time you end your turn it sounds like you're gaining a level up in Skyrim, and it's very wonderful. See, the problem with doing Streets of Rogue is we did some at the weekend, so and I haven't even started uploading them to YouTube yet because I was getting some other stuff out of the way first. And I want to... Oh, that's real bad. And I maybe want to start recording some of it off camera as well. Sorry, Valinor isn't here right now. He's too busy playing Smorphammer 2. Oh, Celtic Cross. I was like, hang on, I have red health. Why am I getting invulnerability? I am a Celt. I deserve my cross. Yeah, this is not great. Oh, you know why it's not great damage? Because the shears are terrible against Mom's Heart because it keeps losing aggro. I forgot. Because you have to get right up in her business for it to act. Okay, there we go. Wait, I actually made it? Oh, I did make it to Hush with time to spare, no less. Ugh. You have no preference? Well... hoping for 2 more puberty pills for an extra HP. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Isaac is going to be over on the far left, almost certainly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah. We could play Total War though. After we don't. Well, actually, yeah, there would be 2 hours of it, wouldn't there? Alright, well, let's throw it back to chat. I saw what you've been suggesting so far. If Total War, sorry, I mean Schmottel Schmorhammer, if that was on the table, would you want that, or would you want something else? With the assumption that it's on the table. Definitely not taking the toenail. Don't say yes, Daddy. I mean, I know I say I'm not your mother, but that doesn't automatically make me your father. More WMD rats, you're good with Doom! Well, I was considering Marvel, but it's kind of perfect if Ty and the Vice President are getting their levels up off camera. Honestly, I don't mind if you out-level me, incidentally. Because if it makes the more annoying bosses smoother for when I do them, it'll let me leave the game with a positive impression, rather. So we could do some Marvel tomorrow, if you're both going to be around first section. Two batteries on the floor, huh? Well, in that case, I don't have a problem with using it in here. Ooh. Hi, Grandpa. I just saw Rocal say back a little bit. You should be around if everything goes right. What happens if everything goes wrong? Are you gonna die? Hello, Echo. I say we're doing alright. I only mentioned Batman in passing, so that makes a change. Oh, I am going to mention it briefly because I forgot to mention the thing I was going to tell Valnar when we played on Sunday. So I'll need to tell him in the final section tonight, so remind me. We're actually, like, last Isaac run was super fast. This one, win or lose at this point, is going to be super fast. I can't believe we're actually doing reasonable... Well, the reason we're doing reasonable damage to bosses is purely because of the pinking shears. Because our damage is crap. Like very, very bad. It's purely the body that's doing the damage. Tell you what, well, I'll tell you when we're in the call. I got distracted by the rats on Sunday, so I forgot to tell you. Oh, for goodness sake. There's no red hearts on the floor. Well, you know what? I should probably drop Rib of Greed now, because it does nothing on this floor and I do want red health. Oh, this is not a good selection. Although I do like stabby time. Lemon party, feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, that's common cold, not Bob's brain. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought. Bottom left for Blue Baby. Oh crap. Oh crap. This is just a horrible room. Jesus Christ. My ovaries. Was lucky. Actually perfect as well, being a half heart. This stabby bone is actually doing pretty good damage when it connects. It's no mom's knife, but it seems pretty close. Oh, wait, why did we... Oh, we have placenta. Sure would have been nice if I had a key, but things happen, huh? People pick up items they move on to regret. I got a range up. That counters the pill. I kind of want a charge before we do the big room. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. This is so much. We might die in here. This is so much worse. So much worse because of the bad hitbox and that death beam. Okay. Well, I believe that's what they call being boned. Oh, placenta kicked in. There's a chance. Is placenta luck based? Because our luck is pretty high. Considering what, we found one luck up and that's it. Now that I've played a violent video game, do I think I'll go on a shooting spree? No, I don't. Weirdly, it only ever happens in America, which is odd. It's almost like video games aren't a correlation. It's something much simpler than that. Well, at least this is an easy one to get... No, it's not an easy one to get Death List on, because of bloody conjoined. I knew I should have assassinated my conjoined chins. Good item, good item, good item. I like Little Haunt, but it's not exactly what we were after. He will spook the shit out of you. Pardon my not French. Spooky! He's giving them the Big Haunt. Not to be confused with the Big Haunt, which is a card in Four Souls. I mean, fine, yeah. Right, we might actually win now. With the Pinking Shears doing the business. And Little Haunt, let's not forget his contributions. There's that little noise, it sounds like the old Skype noise. Alright. That was actually surprisingly quick for those watching After the Fact on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed 2 quick runs, relatively, in a row. Ta-ta for now.